to the second episode of the MMA Degenerates. I am the MMA Degenerate with our sound guy.
Ryan, what's going on?
All right, Ryan. So let's start off with the UFC fight night. And let's start off from the top. We got TJ Dillashaw versus Corey Sandhagen. And you saw this one, too. It was a pretty crazy fight, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was really close all the way through. A lot of people thought that DJ Dillashaw won. Some people thought Sandman won. Honestly, it was just a really great fight overall.
Yeah, I mean, it showcased everything. Wrestling, it showcased jiu-jitsu. You know, Corey had him in that crazy triangle choke.
Oh, my God.
In the first round. And
can't get that out of my mind.
Yeah, and TJ had his back a bunch of times, was trying to wrestle him down, and Corey was using his great striking. And I personally thought that Corey won. I had him winning rounds 2, 4, and 5.
Yeah, honestly, he made the whole fight look really easy.
Yeah, and I thought he won, but to be honest, the judging wasn't that good that night. One of the commentators said a lot of the judges were looking more at the wrestling rather than the actual, everything else. Yeah. So maybe you had some judges who were former wrestlers or something like that. You know, whenever you're judging, it's personal opinion that really drives it.
There's definitely bias involved in that.
Yeah. For sure. I mean, the only way we wouldn't have bias if we had a robot looking at all the stats and punching that in. That would be the only unbiased thing we do.
Analyzing every single movement, but what you gonna do?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So let's actually let's look at the scorecard. It's the one right next to the So, all right. So one of the judges, Derek Cleary, had TJ winning the first and the third round, which is what I thought he won. For sure. And then he had Corey winning the second, the fourth, and the fifth round. And Sal D'Amato had Corey winning the second and the fourth round, and TJ Dillashaw winning the first, third, and fifth, which, obviously I don't believe. And the weirdest one was this Junichiro Kamijo. He had TJ winning the first, which he won, the third, which he won, but the fourth as well, which was kind of that's questionable. Yes, that's a good way to put it. But so I mean, it happens. They say don't leave it in the hands of the judges. Try to get that finish.
Yeah, exactly.
And Corey always goes for the finish. I mean, he's got flying knee knockouts. He's got submission knockouts. TJ Dillashaw is just a tough dude. What I was most impressed with was he was off for 2 years with because he got popped for EPO.
Yeah.
And EPO, that's not something you can take by accident. That's something you literally have to inject into your system. Yeah. So he admitted it. He said, okay, I did it. I'm sorry, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Usually after 2 years, you're kind of you have what's known as ring rust. And where you don't do that well, your timing's off. But, I mean, I didn't see that in TJ. Did you see that?
Not at all.
Yeah, he looked like it was just another day in the office. He just did it a few months ago.
Yeah, exactly.
So, I mean, I have to give him that. I'm a big fan of him for that, but I'm also a big fan of Corey as well. So let's go back to the fight card. So, I mean, TJ obviously will get a title shot off of this. Corey Sandhagen was ranked number 2. And usually the boss will always give the winner the title shot over someone who lost, even if a lot of people feel that the other person won, just because it's the official decision.
Yeah, exactly.
So, but since Corey did so well, he should fight the loser of the championship, which is in October sometime. Yeah. And then that's beating the number 2 guy, so then that puts you right in for another title shot immediately.
Hope to see that happen. Yeah,
that'll be fun. I mean, I love Corey Sandhagen. He's a great fighter. He'll be back. We'll watch him. You'll watch him.
We'll see plenty of him.
Yeah, we'll see plenty of him. He's not going anywhere. Exactly. All right, great. So let's all right, next one. Stay on there. Okay. Raulian Paiva versus Kyler Phillips. This one was a good fight. It was a back and forth. It was a fun fight. Kyler Phillips is crazy. He kind of threw caution to the wind a little too much. He got a little overexcited, a little anxious. So the first round, he definitely won. And then it started slipping away a little bit in those last 2 rounds. I forget which round it was, but one of those rounds, I think it was the third round, was very, very close, which is why one of the judges gave it the 28-28, which is a tie. Or what they could have done is they could have given him a 10-8 round in the beginning, because he rocked Roland. He rocked him like 2 or 3 times in that first round. So usually when they give him a 10-8 round, that means he's very close to being finished, which he was. So that was a good fight. Very good. It was a striking affair, really. There wasn't much to do with grappling. There was some grappling towards the end, because Paiva is a great jiu-jitsu fighter. So towards the end, he started dragging him down, but he couldn't do anything with that. All right. So Paiva won. Kyler is ranked 14. So the rankings will probably make Paiva. It'll probably put him in the top 15 somewhere. Probably the 14. So definitely someone in the top 15. Can you go to the rankings, the one all the way to the left? All right, so go to, I think it's bantamweight, yeah. Right here, so scroll down a little more, right there, stop there. All right, so Paiva would probably be where Kyler Phillips is. It's the third column. So he'll probably be 14 around there. So he would fight someone like Marlon Vera, Cody Stamen, somewhere in the 13 to 15 in my opinion. And Kyler Phillips is a great fighter in general. So they might give him an unranked fighter since he lost to an unranked fighter.
All right.
But I'm sure maybe they'll give him someone who's making their UFC debut or something, because Kyler is a fun guy to watch. I'll watch him every time he fights, no matter what. So he'll be good. All right, let's go to the next fight. Go back to the fight card. Yeah. All right. Next one is Darren Elkins. Oh yeah, and Derek Minner. This was a good fight. Darren Elkins is one of those crafty veterans. He's like 36 years old, and his nickname is The Damage.
Ooh.
Darren the Damage Elkins.
Rolls off the tongue.
Oh yeah, it's a very fitting nickname. He just puts it on people. He's a wrestler. He's a grinder. He got hurt that first round. He almost got submitted several times by Derek Minner. But Derek Minner just lost the gas. Once you go hard, like with the Kyler Phillips fight, once you go really hard in that first round, you usually don't have much left in the gas tank. And Darren Elkins is a veteran. He knew this young guy is gonna, blow his wad. He's gonna, get tired, and he's gonna take advantage. So that was a good fight. He took him down. He beat him down. He just destroyed him and TKO'd him with punches straight off. It was pretty said and done.
Yeah, exactly. It was pretty.
Yeah.
What's the word?
Uneventful or
pretty.
Not uneventful. It was actually pretty interesting.
Yeah, pretty. Like set in stone.
It wasn't a bad stoppage. The dude was curled up and Darren was just punching him down. All right. None of them were ranked, so they're probably going to fight unranked fighters. Maybe they'll give Darren Elkins someone in that top, 15 maybe. I don't know, but I'll watch him fight anyone. I'll watch him fight some random dude with like a 0-0 record or something. I don't care.
Really?
So yeah, I'll watch him either way. I'm sure many other people will. All right, Macy Barber versus Miranda Maverick. This was actually another bad decision. So like I was saying, the judging wasn't really that good. And to be honest, I think Miranda Maverick won. She won the first 2 rounds for sure, and Macy Barber came on hard in that third round. Now, the problem was that Macy was sort of moving forward a little bit. She was looking, and judges, when they see someone moving forward, they think they're winning. But Miranda was hitting her with all the shots. She was firing back. She got takedowns in the first 2 rounds. She was bringing it to her, but Macy was just moving forward, but she wasn't throwing. She was kind of trying to get it. Like whenever in a boxing match, in an MMA fight, whatever, there's sides, like the octagon, there's corners. Yeah. And you're trying to get people into those corners so they can't get out of there, and you just either take them down or get them out of there with strikes.
Exactly.
So that's what Macy was trying to do, and I commend her for that. But she really wasn't throwing a lot those first 2 rounds.
She was applying pressure, but she wasn't actually applying pressure.
Yeah, exactly. She was applying pressure, but not throwing anything behind it. And so it's another case of bad decisions by the judges. But the big phrase, Dana White says it all the time: don't leave it in the hands of the judges.
Yeah, exactly.
I know it's easier said than done. We're not MMA fighters, so we're just fans of the sport. So we don't I've trained a little bit of it, but I've never been in a mixed martial arts fight. I've never been locked in a cage with someone and threw down with someone like that. So
at least not yet.
Yeah, no, definitely not. I'm more in it for the fanfare. Yeah. All right. And this last one on the main card, Adrian Yanez versus Randy Costa. Actually, Adrian Yanez is a cool dude. He's really cool. He actually follows me on Twitter.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I mean,
Is he from here?
He's really nice. He's really friendly. I didn't know him at all.
Is he from here?
No, he's from I don't even know where he's from. He's from he's from Texas. He's from Texas.
Oh, true.
Yeah, and he's just a really nice guy. Awesome. He talks to his fans. I started following him because in his debut he fought in something called the Contender Series.
Right.
It's where they kind of take the the best from outside the organization and they have a little fight night with just these guys, and then whoever does the best gets a contract. So, if you knock someone out real good or you submit them or you take someone down, just beat them down for, 3 rounds and just show you're the best, Dana White will say, yeah, I'll give you a contract. That's what happened with Yanez.
Oh, nice.
And he's had 3 knockouts. This is his 3rd knockout. 3 fights, 3 knockouts.
Impressive.
Yeah. He's mostly a boxer, but he's been kicking a lot more. And I'm a little biased because, like I said, he follows me on Twitter. I'm a big fan. He, whenever I would comment on something or I would say something to him, he would answer me, or he would like it at the very least, or retweet it or something. He said, he said this before, I'm building my brand, so I want to, have some good conversations and be, what's the word? Just be there with my fans and be talking to them.
Sociable.
Yeah, and be sociable with my fans.
Have a bit of a community going on.
Yeah, exactly. And it's funny, for this fight, they had a funny little wager. So Adrian is obsessed with Dr. Pepper.
Okay.
And Randy is obsessed with Reese's.
Oh.
So the loser buys the winner a month's supply of their favorite thing. So Adrian Yanez got a month's supply of Dr. Pepper from Randy Costa's team.
Definitely brought the stakes up in that fight.
Yeah, for sure. And it was a good fight. I mean, Randy had him really hurt in the beginning. I mean, Adrian, as far as the UFC, he hasn't been really that tested. He's just been coming out, piecing guys up with his hands and just putting them away in a round or 2.
Right.
But this was the first time when he got hurt, he got rocked, his nose got bloodied. He even did some crazy thing where, back in the day, I don't know, BJ Penn? Have you heard of him?
Yeah, I've heard of the name.
Yeah. So he beat down some dude. He got so crazy, he started licking the blood off his gloves.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you've probably seen that. It's a viral thing. And he did the same thing. He wiped his face. He went like that. It was wiping the blood. He said,
a little callback. Yeah,
he said in his interview that he was angry. That's why he did it. I guess he wanted to taste his own blood to get his blood pumping or something. But yeah, no, he did a good job. So that first round he got pieced up with leg kicks, with punches. Randy Costa is a karate fighter. So Adrian Yanez was kind of just looking at him and trying to figure out how to get in there. Yeah. With karate fighters, they'll dance around and they'll kick you at weird angles, and Taekwondo guys will do that, and you'll be like, "What the heck? What do I do? What do I do?" And, try to jab him, try to do something, but he finally got his timing down a little later. By the end of the first round and in the second round, he got a wake up call from his coaches. They said, you got to apply pressure. So he started feinting in and going to the body. And he started hurting Randy in the body. And then once Randy started, putting his hands down and his arms down and stuff, then he started going up top. And he started hitting him with punches, and he caught him with an uppercut that dropped him. And he just, got on him. So, I mean, I was so happy that he won because he's I'm a little biased. I love this dude. He's great.
Your friends pretty much.
Yeah, not really, but online friends.
Still though.
Yeah, I would love to have him on the podcast at some point. That would be awesome. Have a Zoom call with him or something.
Did you tell him about it?
Oh no. I gotta talk to him about it.
He'll discover it eventually.
Yeah. So let's
That's
just
awesome.
but yeah, he was good. So I think, to be honest, he, like, at first I was saying he should fight a top 15 guy, but seeing as how he got pieced up by Randy, who's unranked as well, I love the dude, but I think he should fight at least one more unranked guy just to, because he said I have a lot of improvements to make.
Yeah.
So I want to see him take a few months off, 3, 4, 5 months. He won the fight. He won the performance of the night bonus, so he got $50K. So he's got a little cushion, so he could take like 6, 7 months off, go to like Thailand or go to some striking place or go to some place where he can refine his striking and kind of maybe go to karate dojos and fight some karate dudes. Maybe try to just, fill in the gaps, because he's very boxing heavy, but he needs to work on his kicks a little more.
Yeah, exactly.
He needs to make the arsenal a little more varied. He's a great fighter, and he'll destroy these unranked dudes. But once he gets to those top 15, like, go to the rankings for bantamweight. It's right here, to the right. Yeah, right here. Stop there. Okay, so yeah, I mean, looking at the people in here, Marlon Vera, great fighter. Jimmy Rivera, great fighter. Kyler Phillips. These are all people that have really good, well-rounded games that will give him a lot of trouble. So I don't know if he's ready yet. He might be able to beat Cody Stamann. I could see him fighting Kyler Phillips. I've wanted that fight for a while, and Kyler did just lose. So I don't know if Yanez would want to fight a loser. They usually don't pit winners versus losers. However, Kyler Phillips is a great fighter, and that would be an amazing fight. Mm-hmm. So let's go back to the fight card. Let's do some honorable mentions for the prelims. So the prelims were good. They had a lot of knockouts, no submissions at all. This was all one submission, and all TKOs or decisions. So a couple honorable mentions is the Imavov and Ian Heinisch fight. That was a fun fight. Imavov was just bringing it to him. He had better striking. He was throwing like straighter punches. Ian Heinisch is a big buff dude, and like he was kind of winging the punches in, and he wasn't moving his head, and that's the biggest thing I've been noticing. And it happened with Adrian Yanez too. They're not moving their heads. Like I'm not a the world-class striker over here, but in the basics of boxing, the basics of kickboxing,
moving target.
Yeah, one of the first things you learn besides the jab, whether it be kickboxing or boxing, is using movement to not get hit. Like what did you just say? Movement. It's hard to hit a moving target, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. That's like the basics right there. But
combine the footwork with like moving your head around, so that way you get it, so you don't get the shit rocked out of you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like if you could, like in MMA, you could get hit with a kick or something or a knee, and in boxing you could get hit with an uppercut. But if you time it right, then you can do that. And also, going back to the Adrian Yanez fight, I forgot to mention, he also didn't throw more than 1 or 2 strikes in the first round. That's really like... And Ian Heinisch did the same thing. That's why I kind of brought them together. Yeah. He did the same thing. When you throw 1 or 2 strikes, you're not going to hit anyone. You might hit someone, you might not. But if you throw 3 or 4, at least 1 or 2 of those 4 strikes are going to hit them. So that's another thing. And people, we're not in the cage, obviously. We don't know if they're injured. We don't, because 99% of these fighters come in with injuries. Yeah. Because you're practicing fighting. You're
practicing all the
you're
time.
You're training, kicking each other.
The best fighters in the world.
Wrestling,
so
yeah.
You come in with what you have.
Yeah, you're gonna get hurt.
Yeah.
So we don't know what injuries they have, but the best thing to do is just to move your head and throw 3, 4 strikes. Got it. That's the best thing you can do. But yeah,
save your energy for the later rounds.
Yeah, Mavov did a great job. He used straighter punches. He used precision to beat down Ian Heinisch. So, yeah. And another honorable mention is Mickey Gall. I have a sweet spot for Mickey Gall because do you know who CM Punk is? The wrestler?
Not really.
Okay, well, he's a pro wrestler. He thought he could come into MMA, and he thought he could do well just because he trained at a jiu-jitsu gym for like a year. And I mean, I'm open with people coming from other sports and doing their thing. Yeah, exactly. But a year of training and then going straight to the UFC,
it's not gonna cut it.
I know. Yeah, he fought Mickey Gall, who was 2-0 at the time, And Mickey Gall beat the brakes off this dude. He beat the brakes off this dude, and I was so happy about it.
Yeah, with the rear naked choke.
Yeah, no, so I was talking about the CM Punk fight.
Oh, wait.
But he did beat the brakes off this guy, too.
Yeah.
He caught Jordan Williams with some good shots, and he took him down. He caught him in a guillotine. He flipped him over. Then he got up on mount, and then he started beating him down, and then the dude just, flipped over to his stomach. He caught him, and he tried to get up a little bit. He caught him. He pulled back, fell back, and caught him in the choke.
Yeah, can handle it.
Yeah, it was a good fight. So fight of the night was the Paiva and Kyler Phillips fight, and it was definitely the fight of the night. At first I thought it was going to be the Adrian Yanez fight versus Randy Costa, because that was a good fight too. It was back and forth. And I was like, yeah, fight of the night. And then boom, the Kyler Phillips fight happens. So, yeah. But Adrian Yanez did get performance of the night. And Darren Elkins did as well. Those are just $50,000 bonuses they get for doing a good job. Great. So that wraps it up for the fight card. Let's get into some news.
Alrighty.
The first one.
UFC's Sean O'Malley gets 6'9" tattoo from 6'9". You the man.
All right, scroll on. Stop at the tattoo right there. Yeah.
Okay.
I would not get 6'9" tattooed on me for any reason. Not just because he's a snitch, because he is basically being charged with like taping underage women having sex.
Exactly.
And stuff like, not just even that.
Yeah.
The fact that it's just 6'9" getting tattooed on your body.
It's like,
if you love the 69 position, that's great. Good for you. But you don't have to put it on your body like that.
at least he got 6'9" a tattoo for him, but still.
Yeah, I think it was more of a clout thing. Like, I got 6'9", a tattoo 6'9",
Oh my god.
I think that's what it was. Yeah.
6'9".
Yeah, let's scroll down a little. Let's see. All right, stop there. Yeah. So yeah, this is when he was actually in Miami last week.
Local.
Yeah, so he was in Miami last week. I was even thinking, I should message him. It'd be funny. But no, so yeah, it was just him clubbing. He was on South Beach just messing around after his win. So yeah.
Oh god.
I just wouldn't do it personally, but hey, he's making more money than me. He's doing better than me, so I can't say much.
Definitely one of the funnier points of the night.
Yeah, definitely. All right, let's go to the next one.
All right. Georges St. Pierre laughs at Barack Obama statue comparisons. Quote, I love the internet.
All right, yeah, go down. All right, so stop right there. So a few weeks ago, GSP, he's a big MMA star in Canada. So they said, you know what? We're going to make him a statue. But it looks like Barack Obama, kind of.
Yeah.
What do you think? Do you think it does?
Well,
not totally, but it does have some similarities, like the hair,
the body structure, the face. The face is what does it.
Yeah, it's the face. Yeah, there's certain differences, like the ears are a little different and the eyebrows are a little different, but
it's just the face, like
the structure of the face, how the chin coming down and stuff like that.
Just like the expression on the face.
Yeah,
it's just a very It's just very chill.
Yeah, Obama.
They both look very chill.
Yeah, Obama has that kind of chill persona. That's just funny.
Oh my god,
that's hilarious. Yeah, it was in Quebec. They made it in Quebec, and yeah.
Definitely something to see.
All right.
Definitely something to see if you're ever in Quebec.
Yeah. All right, let's go to the next one.
All right. Oliveira believes he'll cause a lot of damage and then submit Poirier in his first UFC title defense.
All right, cool. Yeah, they're fighting in it says December. So go down. Yeah, that's Charles Oliveira. He's the UFC champ.
Oh yeah.
Stop right there. All right, I believe Dustin fought Conor because he knew he'd be making a lot of money. Definitely, I heard Dustin made a little over $1 million, so that's good. I mean, I would take that over even a title fight. He passed the belt to fight for money, but knew that he'd be next with a win. I don't know what his plans are. He's definitely fighting for the title. So, yeah, he's definitely fighting for the title because that's how you make the most money. At first, you won't make a lot, but once you get some title defenses in, then yeah, you're gonna make more money.
Apologies for any noises in the background, by the way. They're doing construction outside, but anyway.
Yeah. All right, so let's stop right there. So I believe the firepower in my hands, but I think in a fight against Dustin, I believe I can submit him. Working my hands, my strikes, I can definitely cause a lot of damage, then submit him. Yeah, for sure. He's a world-class jiu-jitsu fighter. He's going to take it to Dustin. He's going to make sure that, Dustin is pushed up against the fence. He's gotten a lot better with his striking for sure. And he's going to try to take him down and submit him. Stop right there. Yeah. He deserves all the respect in the world for everything he's done, but I'm not worried about what people bring to the table against me. I worry about what I'm going to add to my game. And he just talks about his hands. Yeah, so yeah, he's a complete fighter. He's primarily jiu-jitsu guy, but his striking has gotten way, way better. And his last fight, he knocked out Michael Chandler, who's a good fighter in general. All right.
Definitely excited to see that fight.
Yeah, go to that one. Say it.
All right. Davison Figueiredo wants a trilogy fight against Brandon Moreno.
All right, yeah. Hey, stop there. Yeah, so this was a good fight. They fought once, it was a draw, then they fought again. And Brandon Moreno is the guy that's Davison Figueiredo. He's getting choked out right there. So.
The fight in a nutshell.
Yeah, I don't think he deserves another crack. Like, Davison Figueiredo defended his title one time. And both times he fought Brandon Moreno, he complained that he had weight cut issues. He's a big guy.
Yeah. Understandable.
Yeah, but to be honest, I mean, he's not like a GSP who's defended his title 9 times. He's not like what's his name? He's not like the welterweight champ Kamaru Usman, who's defended his title 5-6 times and who's decimated everyone. He's defended his title once or twice against really low level competition. Like one of his defenses, it was against a guy who was barely in the top 10. But that's because things fell out a week before and blah, blah, blah. Stuff happens, yeah. But let's go down. Let's see what he has to say. Maybe he'll make a good case for himself. All right, stop there. No, he doesn't say anything. Go down. Go down past the video. Right here, stop. So he's like, I want the trilogy against Moreno. Trilogy, man. Yeah, that doesn't really sell it for me. So, yeah, I mean, I don't think they're going to give it to him. Moreno's the first Mexican-born champion they have, so they want to push that because Mexico, they are a great fight area. They love boxing, so they love anything with fighting. Like, they have lucha libre, you know. Yeah. So they love fighting. They love the entertainment aspect of that in general.
Definitely a huge market. So
it's a big market, so they want to push Brandon. So let's go to the rankings, actually. Let's see who's in. It's right there, yeah, in the middle, in the second one. So, yeah, you have Askar Amarov, Pantoja, Perez. Any of those fighters would be a good. Askarov just fought, I believe. I might be mistaken, but I think he just fought. So, I think that'd be a good fight. Pantoja would be a good fight. Perez would be a good fight. Anything in the top 4 would be good. But Davison, he needs to get one win and then come back, in my opinion. But just one win. And he doesn't need to, like...
Go crazy.
Yeah, he doesn't need to go on a 5-fight win streak. Even if he ekes out a decision, I'm good with that. All right, yeah, let's go to the next one.
Alrighty.
Ooh, Conor McGregor news.
Oh, Conor McGregor time. He unveils Lamborghini super yacht. I wipe my rich ass with your feelings.
That's something he would say.
That's something Conor McGregor would say.
Yeah, stay on the picture.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a nice yacht.
Wow.
That is a nice yacht.
That's a spaceship.
Yeah, unfortunately, though, you know what they say about yachts and boats, the 2 best days are when you buy it and when you sell it.
Everything in between is just a
pain. Boats are a pain in the ass. And, look, he's got $600 million from his from the buyout from his whiskey company where he sold his shares, and he's just staying on as a spokesperson. So he's probably still getting some money off the back end of it. And he's making $20-30 million a fight in the UFC. He fought Floyd Mayweather for $100 million. Right. I'm sure he can waylay the expenses of a yacht in his lifetime, and I'm sure he'll be fine. But the prude person in me, or the stingy, I guess, person in me, I would never buy that. Even if I was a millionaire, I would have a nice car. I'd have like a Mercedes or something.
BMW.
Or a BMW, yeah, but I wouldn't buy like Lamborghini yachts and stuff. I'm weird like that. Like, I would like live in a 3-bedroom house.
I mean, I don't have $600 million to spend. If I had that money, I'd try, and like I didn't have. I would use that money as a way to get more money, just invest in other stuff.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
He's Conor McGregor, though. So
yeah.
What are you going to do?
I mean, that's his personality, you know. He's got to keep up the persona. All right, scroll down a little. Let's see if we can see some more info on this bad boy.
That thing's amazing.
All right, so stop right there, yeah. So, yep. I feel nothing for you bums, nada. Yep, that's Conor.
Money.
Scroll down a little. All right. Yeah, there's nothing about the yacht really, but yeah, that's pretty cool though. I'm glad for him. Hey, I'm happy for him. What's the best way to get rid of the bad feelings from that fight?
Yeah.
Buy a Lamborghini yacht.
Screw it.
Yeah. All right. Let's go to the last piece of news we got.
All right. Jan Blachowicz versus Glover Teixeira. Aljamain Sterling versus Peter Yan 2 to headline UFC 267 in Abu Dhabi.
Nice. Scroll down. There's Aljo. All right, yeah, go down a little more.
Oh, yeah.
To the quote, a little bit down. All right, right there. All right, yeah, so this is a tweet from Aljo. October 30th in Abu Dhabi. All the talking ends. Sleepy Hagen or Needleshaw. Winner gets the next whooping after I put away Yan in 3. So I guess, TJ Dillashaw is going to be fighting next. He said he had a bunch of injuries, so... Well, they're fighting in October, so, I mean, he might be gone for 6, 7, 8 months.
We'll see about that.
Wait, go up a little bit more.
Oh,
sorry, right there. So, stop right there. So, the only thing that matters in this sport is blue-collar hard work. No Dana White privilege ever given to me. Nice. The Dana White privilege is just like certain fighters get preferential treatment, you know, Conor, Sean O'Malley, big stars that make him a lot of money.
Exactly.
All right, stop there. So, yeah, Sterling has a lot to make up for. He won the title by disqualification. He got kneed on the ground, and he kind of did a little bit of acting. Yeah. Because the ref messed up, and the ref literally said, if he can't continue, it's a disqualification right in front of the fighter. Oh. That's not something you do. So, I mean, after he heard that, he flopped down like a dead seal. I'm not saying Peter Yan should have got penalized. It was a blatant strike. Peter Yan should have got a point taken off, and if he couldn't continue, it didn't look intentional. It was hard for Peter Yan to see what was going on. He thought Aljo was getting up, and he kneed him on the ground, but his knees were still on the ground. So it happens. And they even said his coaches told him to knee. So his coaches might have thought he was off the ground, and he was listening to his coaches. Yeah. So I wouldn't have made a disqualification. I would have made a no contest and had the rematch, for whatever. But then Aljo got even more ire from the fans because he started strutting around with his belt. And then he started talking about he started just talking a lot and saying how he's the real champ and blah blah blah. And when he should have just be quiet, just say, okay, I'll rematch him in, October or December. And he kept on pushing the dates back. He was supposed to fight a few months ago, and they said, no, I want to get the surgery done, so that's fine, whatever. And people started getting mad and stuff, and he had a chip on his shoulder sort of thing.
Yeah, I gotta stay humble about that.
Yeah, and you can tell he's got a chip on his shoulder because of the Dana White privilege comment. You can tell he doesn't feel like he's valued pretty much. Yeah. And he's a good fighter. I mean, he can be champ for sure, but in the Peter Yan fight, he wasn't looking good. Peter Yan was beating the brakes off this boy. So, I don't know. Go down a little.
Definitely an unfortunate situation.
To Blachowicz. All right, stop there. No, so Jan Blachowicz and Glover Teixeira is going to be a good fight. Jan Blachowicz, he just defeated Israel Adesanya, who went up in weight to fight for the 205 belt. Little too small for the weight division, but Israel Adesanya is still one of the best fighters out there. So that's going to be a fun fight. And I don't think it says it on here, but I heard Ariel Helwani, he's a big MMA reporter, and he said it's going to be free on ESPN Plus and ESPN.
Oh, yeah.
So it's a numbered event. It's UFC 267, but it's a numbered event. I've only seen one time when they've had a numbered event be free on TV.
When was that?
It was a long time ago, 5, 6 years ago, 7 years ago. even
That was-
longer.
that
It was
what
like
turned into.
it was when the UFC was in its hundreds of events, and we're at 260. We're at 266.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah. So yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Wow.
That's gonna be a fun fight card. What I've noticed, and yeah, let's go to the next fight for next week.
Up here.
Yeah. So what I've noticed is they've really been beefing up their pay-per-view cards because they raised the rates to $70.
Oh yeah.
So they've had at least 2 title fights per fight card, per a UFC numbered card. So it's worth it. So people,
Makes sense, yeah.
yeah. Or they might have, like, for example, the Conor McGregor fight. That's a big event. So
people are
instead
getting
of
no matter what.
yeah, instead of having 2 title fights, they had Conor McGregor and then they had Nate Diaz,
Right.
which is a big draw too. So they either have 2 big fights or they have 2 title fights in the main and co-main event. But what I've noticed is that it kind of takes away from these fight nights, which I don't really care. I have the Disney bundle where I pay $20 a month for Disney Plus, for Hulu, and for ESPN Plus. So I'm literally paying $6 a month.
You're set.
So I don't care if I don't get great cards. I'm an MMA degenerate. I'll watch 2 children fight. I don't care.
Come on.
Well, they do actually have children's MMA.
Oh yeah.
They do. But anyway, I would watch that too in a heartbeat.
Exactly.
Like, I watch everything.
Oh, the MMA Degenerates Junior.
yeah. That'd be a great sort of podcast thing.
That would be fun.
Yeah. And also, so we have Uriah Hall. So they're very top heavy. So Uriah Hall versus Sean Strickland. Those are 2 ranked fighters. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a real fun fight. He's number 11. Uriah Hall's number 9 or something like that. Shamil Abdurkhamiyev, I don't know how to say that. He's number 7 in the heavyweight division. Oh, I've seen that dude fight before. He's good.
Oh.
And yeah, Chris Dukakis is really good. So the 2 top fights are good fights. But Cheyenne Baez, she fought in the Contender Series. She's famous for screaming "fuck you, bitch" or something like that, or something like that. She says like "fuck you" or something to the girl or something like that after the fight.
Oh my god.
Yeah, something weird, but that's how I remember her pretty much.
Oh, that's what I love about the women's fights. They're much more like
Emotional.
yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Well, guys can be emotional too, but yeah, women tend to like cry a little more. They tend to,
It's always entertaining.
Yeah, it's understandable. I mean, it's whatever. You do you. Yeah, so then the bantamweights, you have Kyung Ho Kang and Rani Yaya. Rani Yaya is a good fighter. I've seen him fight before. He used to be a big contender down in flyweight, but he went back up. He was cutting too much weight. He like missed weight a bunch of times and stuff like that. And Sam Alvey, decent fighter, not bad. He's on a bit of a losing streak though, so there's Roman Kopylov. I don't know him, but if he's Russian or from that area, he's gonna be tough.
Yeah,
they're tough.
Superhumans.
They're tough, yes. And Brian Barberina, I've seen him fight before. He's a decent fighter. And Jason Witt, I have not seen him fight before. I might have, and I just don't remember. So it's not gonna blow your hair back, I don't know anyone in the prelims. I know Kai Kamaka III. Oh, and Nico Montana. I do know her, yeah. So I know 2 fighters, but Ryan Benoit, yeah. So I know a few, but it's not like this fight card isn't gonna blow your hair back.
Yeah.
But hey, if you're chilling on a Saturday night, if you're chilling this Saturday and you want to see some fights, why not, right?
Yeah, exactly.
The Uriah Hall fight's going to be cool. Uriah has great stand-up. Sean Strickland's just a dog. He's going to come in and he's going to beat you down. He's going to push you against the fence. Chris Dukakis and Shamil, they're heavyweights. One shot from a heavyweight will put anyone down. I don't care who you are. Sam Alvey, they call him Smiling Sam Alvey because he's always smiling. Rani Yaya, he's a great jiu-jitsu fighter, so I don't know if Kyung Ho Kang is what he's going to do. I don't know him as a fighter, but he's got to look out for the takedowns and submissions. And Rani Yaya striking has come a long way since I first saw him in the WEC. So it's a decent fight card. I'm going to watch it, obviously, and I'll let you all know about it. And that's about it, right?
Yeah, that looks like it's about all the news for today, all the fights for next week.
All right, so thank you everyone for watching. Do us a big favor, punch that subscribe button, punch that like button, spread the word about us, and have a great day. We'll see you next week.
See you next week.